Benny Rod Thornton.
It's about goddamn time I'm able to find my fucking friends list at a party. Fucking new guide bullshit.
It's not that hard. You just scroll over twice and go to invitation.
Anyway, have we talked about the dude that died yet? Like us particularly? What are you guys' take on this?
The dude.
All the rioting and shit like that? Is it on the news for you
I heard
guys?
about that shit.
In Minneapolis?
I
I
seen
already
that shit.
paid
What
attention.
the fuck?
The 3 officers that knelt down on the dude, the one dude killed him by kneeling on his neck. There,
I haven't paid attention.
okay, so essentially, I'm gonna break this down for you. I'm not gonna be biased in like the way that I explain that it happened. Essentially, a man was suspected of forging a fake check at a store, and the store called the police,
Okay.
and he was apprehended and brought to the ground. And while he was on the ground, there was, as far as pictures show, there was one police officer, the main one in question, was kneeling on his neck. One was kneeling on his back, and one was like down towards his legs. And then there was another one that was like standing next to them, like keeping people back away because people were protesting the fact that they were holding him down like that. He was complaining that he was having trouble breathing. And then his nose started bleeding apparently, and then he was unresponsive. He wound up dying due to the officer cutting off the circulation in his head by kneeling on his neck.
Yeah, you shouldn't kneel on someone's head. You don't need to do that.
All 4 officers
Especially when they're
were
cuffed
all
up.
4 officers were fired. The one in particular who was kneeling down on the dude's neck had over a dozen cases against him. In terms of brutality, all were labeled either closed, not public, or that he had not been disciplined for them. There was like cases of like 4 or 5 accounts of situations where the person he was involved with ended up dying. None of them necessarily armed.
I did see
There was one that was about like chasing
my
a car,
iPad
and the
is
person who was being chased ended up killing multiple people. You can't necessarily say that that was his fault though, just because it was the fault of the person who was driving the car.
Yeah.
However, now there are riots that happened. There were several targets that were vandalized and looted. And then, in addition to that, there was one police vehicle in particular that got like absolutely smashed and destroyed and stuff like that. And people are, of course, bringing this to a race thing because it was a black dude. Not so much about race. It's basically the fact that 4 police officers fucking murdered some dude right in front of everybody, and it's there's a video of it that you can watch, and pictures were taken and stuff like that. And it's a huge controversy issue right now. Essentially, all it boils down to, well, personally, my opinion is just the fact that it shouldn't have happened to begin with. That's not the type of people that should be involved in law enforcement anyway. The guy shouldn't have been in a position where he was capable of doing that. And then the 3 people around him were absolutely negligent in the fact that they did not prevent him from doing something that fucking stupid, because the dude was literally begging for his life.
Stupid. Yeah. When you say I can't breathe,
Yeah.
you know, I mean, don't get me wrong. Half the time, somebody's gonna be saying that just so that they can.
Yeah, you've
have a
seen
little bit of
cops.
leeway, but
Nathan,
you don't
like,
kneel on someone. That's messed up.
especially when he's already handcuffed on his back.
I know.
like-
Did you? That's messed. I have to go, but
Yeah.
that's really messed up. We're gonna
Yeah,
have
it
this
is.
conversation. later.
We're going to continue
Yep.
this. We're going to put a tack in it.
Exactly. I'll be back.
Yeah, but essentially the way that it boils down to is I was talking with somebody else, and they said that it was probably the best way that they've heard of it is the fact that it doesn't matter whether or not the man was black. People that complain about that as like a race thing. And then it was revealed recently that at one point another riot had broken out because somebody wearing a gas mask had broken a window, and it caused the other people to react to it. And people were saying that it was a white person that had done it and was trying to incite black people to riot to begin with. So they were complaining that it was a white person causing black people to do that, when in reality, if somebody's rioting, it's not because of the fact that one person started it. Like, yes, you can set off the powder keg, but the fact that the dude was white doesn't matter at all. It's still primarily black people doing it, and it's not about the race that's a problem to begin with. White people should be rioting just the same if you were to work off of like the same type of thing. But essentially all it breaks down to is that the dude's killer needs to be brought to justice, and just firing all four of them isn't going to do shit. The dude committed a murder.
Yeah.
And I was explaining it to the fact that if you were to look at it as four people suspecting one person of stealing and then holding them down, if it was a citizen's arrest, similar situation, regardless of whether or not they feel like they're in the right, that would still be considered a murder, and the one person would be tried as a murderer. Obviously, we have the video footage that proves that he did kill him, and the guy was trying to not be killed, was specifically saying that he was in a situation where he was in danger, and they continued anyway. The other three people would be lucky to be tried as simply accomplices and not murderers as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, essentially it just
Exactly.
boils down
Yeah.
to, the one person absolutely should be tried as a murderer and found guilty, and then the other three people should have disciplinary action taken as well. And you can people can try to rationalize it and say that, it was a tough situation and something like that, they wouldn't have, like the three police officers not reacting in a way that, saved the dude's life would be understandable. However, they're fucking police officers. It's their job to react properly in situations that are high tension like that.
I know. I need to actually talk to Mike. See if my
Sure.
dad has heard about this yet.
Yeah, if you want, put him on the mic. I think he already left and didn't hear me. I'm just scrolling through Facebook here really quick, getting some stuff read up on. Alrighty then. Oh fuck, where are my dailies? It was clown, right? Intoxications? I think it was clown intoxications. I'll have to check here in a second when I load into a match. I believe it was clown. Unhook. Ah, fuck, hang on. Select challenge. Let me change this. I think I have hook survivors instead. What are these? Hook 4 survivors during endgame collapse. Interrupt 2. Start a chase with 20. That doesn't actually get me closer to the end. Let's go with
Okay,
hooks during endgame. So your dad heard about it? What's his opinion?
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, they don't agree with it either.
Yeah, no. The issue is that a lot of people are throwing a fit and like complaining that rioting is not the way to go about it. However, there isn't a better way to go about it, because regular protesting obviously doesn't do shit, because it
It's true.
still happened. The fact that the dude wasn't brought to justice yet doesn't help with it either. Like, people are obviously going to be offended by the fact that a police officer can still murder somebody with it on camera and not be tried for it. The badge shouldn't mean anything when it comes to being a cockwad.
Mm-hmm.
Dude should have been discharged a long time ago, because he's got a string of issues held against him beforehand.
Yep.
Like, after a dozen reports of police brutality, you would expect that, you know, maybe a dude should not be a police officer.
Yep.
Honestly, it made me want to go back to school and finish my criminal justice education, because I had started it and then stopped because it's expensive as fuck. However,
It
some,
is like holy
somebody
shit.
did tell me that my local police department does hire out of high school, which sounds weird. I should contact them and see if they require like a full degree for it. I mean, it would make sense for certain places not to require a degree because it might be a little bit difficult to get somebody that would be willing to do that, but just being willing to do a job doesn't matter. Officer arrested. Hang on, let me read this article. It's by WAOW. It's a news under ABC. Published today at 12:20. So within the last few hours. Police officer knelt on George Floyd. He's been arrested. Public Safety Commissioner John Harrington said Friday that state investigators arrested Derek Chauvin. Chauvin is the white officer who's seen in the video kneeling on the neck of Floyd, handcuffed black man. Arrest come after 3 days of protests, which escalated in violence, and demonstrators torched a police precinct that had been abandoned by officers. Yeah, that was... I remember reading about that this morning, that they had torched a precinct.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff happening.
Tim Walz, the governor, acknowledged abject failure of the response to this week's violent protests. Walz said that the state would take over the response, and it's time to show respect and dignity to those who are suffering. 12:05 p.m. Was when he did that statement. Yep, just reading through the rest of this. It repeats itself twice because it's what the article said, and then it's got the actual quote by him, basically word for word. Yep, pleaded for air while he's kneeling on his neck. That was a response to them. Apparently the video of them burning it down was live streamed.
I knew there was a video on it, and I saw the video.
Apparently there are 2 attorneys that will be covering his trial for the families that were involved. I feel like my draw distance is kind of low right now on my Dead by Daylight. Somebody scared a crow the second the match started, so I walked over. She was crouching down around something trying to hide from me. She walked for a second and didn't even bother trying to sprint away until after I was right up against her.
She didn't know you were there.
No, I'm pretty sure she did. She was looking straight at me. She moved to avoid me. Also, I feel like the clown just picked her up super quick. Alright. 1 hook, no gens. My barbecue and chili didn't show me anybody, but I do have pop ready to go. Damn right you're gonna immediately scream from that bottle. Okay, she wasn't intoxicated, but I did kick her ass right away. I am playing as Clowny Boy. Could say I'm playing as Jeffrey. Would that help? Did I want to know you, would it, Brandon?
What?
If I were to go through my plan with only calling killers by their first names?
That would just confuse the fuck out of me.
But it wouldn't piss you off, would it?
No, it was confused.
What's up? Dude, I threw a bottle before this person even appeared. Fun fact, Clown has one of the longest lunges. which is weird because he just has a little knife.
Yeah.
Like, in terms of actually being able to hit somebody, like, through a pallet or through a window, Clown is probably one of the farthest ranges for that. Maybe it just seems like it's longer because he's got a little tiny knife. And it's more effective by comparison. How the fuck did that go over the hook? It was supposed to hit the hook, damn it. You shouldn't have decisive. I didn't hook you that. Okay. Good. That is 4 hooks and 1 gen. Damn, I love Clown.
Oh wait, you just head off. You just head off.
Okay, good. They finished that one. I didn't have to go down there.
Got it.
I don't know about you, but I would say that a decent tactic for playing a survivor is to actually do generators.
Yeah.
They're not.
Hmm.
Hang on, I heard a crow. Stop hugging me. I will smack you. Give you a little smacky smack. Smack, smack, smackaroo. Oh, there's 2 people healing. That's cool. I have nurses. Stop that. Man, this Meg really sucks at running. She keeps looking back at me and running into shit. Come here, Kate. Not Kate. Nancy. I don't know why I still say the wrong names of survivors. But you didn't think you were going to get intoxicated from that, did you? Clown is one of the few killers that I'll leave a pallet sit. Bro, you're dead hook. Why are you rushing me?
What is this Google Lens doing? He's being...
That was legs. Fuck, you're dead hook, so I don't really want to take you basement, but it's the closest hook, so. Person thinks sorry, not sorry. Okay, they're healing over there. Get back upstairs and outside. Go kick some ass to some injured peoples. I'm gonna start a show
Ben.
that's Dead by Daylight. I'm gonna call it So You Think You Can Heal.
Yeah.
And all I do is own
Ben.
people that do stuff wrong. What?
So, how to explain this? Like, when I'm playing video chat, I can like kind of get like certain type of energy, like positive and negative energy off of people by just looking at them, like when I just talking with them and stuff.
Okay.
Paul has a bunch of negative energy right now because he's pissy right now. So he got pissed at me for just leaving him without saying goodbye.
Okay. Do you always have to say goodbye
Like,
before
he
you
actu-
leave?
Do I?
I don't know.
I mean, I'm going to see him later anyways on like your VR chat or Xbox.
Yeah.
He follows me everywhere, but it's like, if you give me negative energy, I won't really say much stuff back towards you. But if you give me positive energy, I'll say nice, like I'll give you
Yeah.
back. Kind of like that thing. It's kind of hard for me to be in that.
I do the same thing. I'm really nice to
Position,
somebody
yeah.
unless they want to be a dick, and then, you know, I return it. I don't think I'm playing against rank 1s, 2s, 3s, and 4s. Like, this is not red rank. She literally just hopped a window 3 times until it blocked itself, and she had nowhere left to run. She honestly should have tried to at least run for something else. Nobody's got dead hard. Right, I double hooked everybody.
I think it looks terrible.
Pop goes the Weasel U. Load.
Finally, there.
No.
No. Yeah. Take it.
Yeah, this Mega's trying to hide, but she doesn't understand that I can tell where she's at just based off of where she left her scratches last.
Elvis.
This Mega's actually so bad at running, I want to leave her to last. Even though she's dead hook. I'm going to kill both of the other two first. Which does actually require me to do 2 full chases of people at full health, but I see one right now. What's up, Nancy? Come here, girly. I like how she stunned me and then jumped back across the pallet. Soggy sausage guy. Okie dokie. You guys are both healing. What's up, Zarina? I do know she was over here. She did crouch down. It's interesting that she disappeared. I saw her, like, walk right here, and I started mixing a bottle, and now she's gone. You're the Meg. I don't care about you. I want the Zarina. I will say they are somewhat decent at hiding. Like, they're crouching down behind shit that they should definitely be hiding behind. The Meg's just not very good. Let me try to find the hatch. I don't want to have to kill the Meg, but if she winds up bleeding out, I'm gonna hook her instead. I want to find the Zarina and the hatch. Oops. Somebody scared a crow. You're somewhere inside. That was the crow that re-landed. Where's the Zarina? There you are. What's up? Oh, that fucking bottle toss. I love that hitting somebody directly with a bottle while they're running straight away from you can actually give you the chase even faster. I like that that can be meta for when you're chasing somebody. Alright, Meg, you get to live. Because you're really bad at running. And I take pity on you. It's a 74-year-old person who's not sorry. Oh, yeah, I didn't complete my mission for that because I needed to help people endgame collapse, and that was not endgame. I would have been back down to rank 1 if I had killed them. Because I triple hooked everybody except for her. You should be able to get an iridescent without necessarily killing all 4 people.
Yeah. Oh god.
Oh. So I joined a dark humor group, right? One of the posts that popped up recently was, what was something you shouldn't say on a first date? I'm gonna find it and comment that I think the dude who kneeled on his neck was in the right. Brandon. I finally quit drinking for good. Now I drink for evil.
Oh my god.
I want to try to find the post that said that, something you shouldn't say on a first date. I might have enough blood points to get Fang up to 40. I'll take that key, thank you. I'll take Dead Heart. I love when the entity takes like half the blood web in one move. Oh, any level of calm spirit makes you not scream.
Yeah, I know that.
I hadn't bothered to look at it.
Oh, that's why I like Calm Spirit.
And then it's just the animal
'cause
chants.
It's great. The animal chance is just like like it was the original ability.
Yeah, that was
That's why
back
it's
when
made
you
it better.
got notifications for crows without the perk. Nobody
Yeah.
runs calm spirit anymore, though. Not that it was
Oh, I
not that it
do.
was very common to begin with.
Do you know when the challenges for making? Because it was one of them was for in the archives where you had to get survivors to start screaming.
Yep, I just played as Doctor.
As soon as I saw that, I'm like, okay, time to use my Calm Spirit build because I wanted to piss off every single killer.
That's probably why we've been going for, or why we've been getting hit with so many of them. The doctors.
Yeah, I knew exactly. Yeah, that's why I knew how to counter it. I look at the fucking archives and I go off the archives and figure out how to play off of that. Formal outfit. Where restaurant or graduation. Formal. Oh, okay. Hmm.
Then there's I'm like on my dark and disturbing humor group, and one of the posts said, "Can I stick my blank in your blank?" and said, "Let's see how dirty everyone's predictive text is gonna be." I didn't use predictive text. Instead, I said, "Can I stick my knee in your carotid artery?"
What the fuck?
Do you want to play as Clown again? Who do I want to play as? I suppose I'll go Trapper. I gotta finish using up all his good add-ons so I can prestige him. Let's see. Tar Bottle. And an Iridescent Stone. And I'll Black Ward them. I've got 4 of every add-on for him currently. Oh, it's been a long time since I've heard this one. Brandon. I was having sex with my German girlfriend, but for some reason she just kept yelling her age. Oh, that's a good one. We are now defining a group of cops as a murder.
Fucking shit.
God, I fucking love my dark humor group. It's awesome. The best part, too, is that when you decide that you're going to report somebody for something, the admins shame you for reporting people. Like when you apply to be part of the group, it's like, will you ever report somebody? And what they want you to say is no, because I mean, not everybody's a fucking snowflake. And it's a group designed for people with offensive humor. So if you get offended while in the group, go fuck yourself. And yeah, there's a lot of shaming of people that report stuff, and people laugh at it. Especially with all of the stuff about the guy that died. Like, there have been a couple of people that have reported stuff on that. Of course, people are making fun of them for it. Because it's a dark humor group. People are going to be making fun of murder. I'm going to come back and trap this later. Well, shit, you did. No, don't you stop my chase. Fucking game. Telling me I'm not in a chase. Fuck a dick. Ooh, Lithe. She's not playing as Kate, though. She's playing as Meg, so I know she's not going for the challenge necessarily. Dumb bitch. What's up? I'm not even gonna reset this trap. I'm just gonna pick you the fuck up, because it'll reset itself. I hear you touching that shit, Ash. Come here. Dipshit. This one I will reset. I like this trap being set. My god, window. Let me just pick you up here real quick. I'll put you in the basement. Nice! I got a Devour Hope even though I was really close to the hook. Hey! You stop that healing. I'm gonna fuck you up, Ace. Walk into my trap, bitch. I fucking knew you would. Eat it! I didn't even have to reset it. Oh, she's done trapped herself again. God, these guys are bad! Ooh, there's another Devour Hope. How you guys doing over here? You enjoying life? Do you love it? You having fun? Come here, Ashley.
Why are you playing?
Trap
man?
yourself, I fucking dare you. Delicious! Delicious! Decisive me. Decisive me. There you go. Now I'm gonna go smack that Meg again.
You can't take
Yeah,
a joke.
you have fun.
What the fuck?
Where's that Meg?
Why can you not take a fucking
I
joke?
heard that Meg behind me. Where is she? Oh, I need to set my trap. Need to trap, need to trap, need to trap, trap, trap. Greetings. Let me just murder some people real quick, and then I will be with you. Fuck, they just destroyed it. Well, there goes my Devour Hope. Whatever, my traps are killing him. I was just about to go trap it, too. Oh, that was fucked. Jesus. That's right, you jumped that window.
Then
What's up?
sometimes there's a kid when my dad's girlfriend's son.
Logan. Yep.
Yeah, Logan. He was complaining. He's like, "Oh, I hate this game." I'm like, why do you play it? He goes, "You're not helping."
That's how it goes.
I mean,
What's up?
I mean, I heard it and I was like, "I want to do it."
They took out my Devour Hope. No, they must die. Still whooping their asses. They got me up to 3 stacks, but I didn't even get to use it. However, my my iridescent stone and tar bottles are making it so that way my traps are resetting and they can't ever find them.
Yeah. Super dark, which is actually really good add-ons.
I love tar bottles. It's my favorite add-on for Trapper.
What's this game? J-Man thing, so J.
No, not mannequin. No, I didn't want to do a mannequin.
Oh, let me go hit this ace.
Cammy. This is Cammy.
Why did you not just jump the window? Why did you just kind of like hump the air? The fuck is the matter with you, Ace? Nicole? Okay, she's here. Oh, Ash, you're fucking with the wrong guy right now. Ash, you're dead hook. You've already used decisive as well, so. I fucked that up hardcore.
Yes. Really?
We have
Yes.
to hurry.
Huh?
We have to hurry.
You
I'm on a schedule.
almost what?
I'm on a schedule.
Okay.
I've got like 20 minutes.
Alright, Brandon. I'll be back.